Well, I'm kind of starting to think that maybe Disney might want to take a break from making these live action movies, to tell you the truth. Hey everybody, it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with a movie review today. And I watched Mulan last night, everybody. That's right, the live action adaptation of the great classic animated movie Mulan, everybody. As we all know, the backstory with a lot of movies that we're going to be reviewing here coming up, it got delayed. It was supposed to come out in theaters already, and then it kept getting delayed because of the virus. We all know this. We all know this boring story of the virus. So they finally decided they're going to put it on Disney Plus, everybody, and they're going to charge $30 for it. And I kind of feel like I may have possibly wasted 30 bucks. Not totally wasted $30, but I wish it would have been a little less, to tell you the truth. But that's okay. I wanted to watch it, so I was willing to pay $30 for it. So I don't really care about that. But so this movie is a story about a young Chinese maiden girl who wants to disguise herself as a warrior to basically save her father because he is called upon, because he's the only male of his family, to go fight for the Chinese military in war. And she notices that he's to the point where if he goes to war, he's going to die. He's going to die. He's not going to stand a chance, even though he was a great warrior at one point. So she disguises herself as a male man warrior and takes his place, steals his armor and all that stuff. That's the basic gist of Mulan. And the animated movie of Mulan is great. It's one of the great Disney animated movies out there. And this is another example, unfortunately, of Disney trying to take one of those and make a live action movie of it, and it doesn't turn out nearly as good as the animated movie. Not that these movies should ever be as good as the animated movies, but I mean, I think some of them get really close, but they just, for me, I guess, I don't know. I feel like when I watch these live animated movies, or these live action versions of the animated movies, I don't know if I'm expecting more out of them when I go into them. And maybe that's the problem with a lot of these and for a lot of people. But yeah, this one, and I feel like so I've said in the past that I wish they wouldn't stick so close to the animated movies. This one does not actually stick to the movie like entirely. It changes things actually here and there. But the problem with this movie for me is, I feel like, is they changed a lot of like side characters in this live action movie. And some of them weren't even in the movie. Like Eddie Murphy's character, the little dragon, he's not in this movie at all, which I think was a huge mistake. I do. I'm sorry. I think it was a huge mistake because he was like the comedy and the funny part of the animated movie that brought some like funny, heartfelt stuff to the movie. He was like the comedy relief, and like he wasn't in this movie at all. I found that very odd. And there was other characters that weren't in the movie. They changed certain things with the villains, and like there's just a lot of the characters are different or not the same really at all. And I can respect that they wanted to do something different, but I felt like they didn't capture that heart and charm and everything that the animated movie had. Um, and our lead actress, wife, I don't can't pronounce her name. Good lord, it's Yai-Fi Lewin or something. I probably murdered her freaking name, but she plays Mulan, and I think she does a good job with the like action stuff. But I feel like her character's pretty wooden in a lot of the movie. I don't know. I just feel like she's pretty wooden throughout a lot of the movie. And the special effects, you guys, I don't understand these movies like this, and especially because they had a break, you know, where this movie kept getting delayed, so you would think that they would want to go back and like be like, okay, is there anything that we can improve on this, touch up, make this look better? Since they had all this time, you'd think they'd go back and be like, we could make this CG look a little better. Because there are parts of this movie where you can clearly tell that they're shooting on site. And when they're shooting on site in location, it's beautiful. Like the panning shots on the locations, like it looks amazing. But then we go to scenes where you can very clearly tell that this movie was shot on green screen. Like it's that obvious. And I feel like these filmmakers and producers and stuff that work on these, you would think that they would want to not make that so obvious, I guess. Yeah, I don't. The movie had good action in it. The last like 30-40 minutes of the movie, I would say there's a lot of entertaining action. And when there are the fight scenes and everything with the war and all that, it does look great. It looks good. It's entertaining. I do feel like the runtime of this movie was a little bit too long. They probably could have cut the movie 15-20 minutes shorter, to tell you the truth. I think it would have helped out with the movie. I felt like they kind of drug it out just a little bit. But overall, it's not as good as the animated movie for me. Like most of these live action Disney movies, like I said, I didn't really like what they did with a lot of the characters and changing them and not including certain characters. So it was just okay for me. I feel like maybe I should have waited until December to watch this, I guess, but I wanted to watch it because it's a Disney animated movie that I've enjoyed growing up, and I wanted to get a review out for you guys. So yeah, I paid the $30 for it, and I think I probably should have waited until December when it's going to be on Disney Plus. So unfortunately, so yeah, guys. I mean, it was okay. It was nothing special, that's for sure. So I think I'm gonna give this movie like a 6.5 out of 10, guys. It was okay. So yeah, guys, 6.5 out of 10 for the live action Mulan movie, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed that review, and if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button for me. Hit the like button, everybody. It helps my channel out, and I'll be catching you on the tube laters, because I have spoken.